بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today, I'm going to talk about the life of Prophet Muhammad, the founder of Islam and the last messenger of God. Prophet Muhammad is one of the most influential and revered figures in history, and his legacy continues to inspire more than 1 billion Muslims around the world. In this video, I will give you a brief overview of his life, from his birth to his death, and highlight some of the major events and achievements that shaped his mission and message. Prophet Muhammad was born in the year 570 CE in the city of Mecca, in present-day Saudi Arabia. He belonged to the noble tribe of Quraysh, which was in charge of the Kaaba, the sacred shrine that housed hundreds of idols and attracted pilgrims from all over Arabia. His father, Abdullah, died before he was born, and his mother, Amina, died when he was 6 years old. He was raised by his grandfather, Abdul Muttalib, and then by his uncle, Abu Talib, who was a merchant and a leader of the Quraysh. As a young boy, Muhammad worked as a shepherd and later as a caravan trader, traveling to different lands and learning from various cultures and religions. He was known for his honesty, integrity, and generosity, and earned the nickname Al-Amin, meaning the trustworthy. He married a wealthy and noble widow named Khadija, who was 15 years older than him, and had 6 children with her, 4 daughters and 2 sons. His sons died in infancy, and only his daughter Fatima survived to adulthood. Muhammad was dissatisfied with the idolatry, corruption, and injustice that prevailed in Mecca, and often retreated to a cave in Mount Hira, where he meditated and prayed. When he was 40 years old, he received his first revelation from God through the angel Gabriel, who commanded him to read in the name of your Lord. This marked the beginning of his prophethood and the revelation of the Qur'an, the holy book of Islam, which was revealed to him gradually over 23 years. Muhammad began to preach the message of Islam, which means submission to God, to his family and close friends. He called people to worship one God, to abandon idolatry, to uphold justice, to help the poor and the oppressed, and to prepare for the day of judgment. He faced a lot of opposition and persecution from the Quraysh, who saw him as a threat to their power and privilege. They mocked him, abused him, boycotted him, and plotted to kill him. In 622 CE, Muhammad and his followers migrated from Mecca to Medina, a city about 200 miles north, where they were welcomed by the local tribes. This event, known as the Hijrah, marks the beginning of the Islamic calendar. In Medina, Muhammad established the first Muslim community, or Ummah, and became its political and religious leader. He built the first mosque, signed treaties with the neighboring tribes, and organized the Muslims into a cohesive and disciplined force. He also faced several battles with the Meccans, who wanted to destroy him and his followers. The most famous of these battles were the Battle of Badr, the Battle of the Hut, and the Battle of the Trench. In these battles, the Muslims, who were outnumbered and outmatched, managed to defend themselves and inflict heavy losses on the Meccans, with the help of God. These battles also tested the faith and loyalty of the Muslims, and exposed the hypocrites and traitors among them. In 628 CE, Muhammad and his followers performed a peaceful pilgrimage to Mecca, which was interrupted by the Meccans, who refused to let them enter the city. However, they negotiated a truce with the Meccans, known as the Treaty of Hudaybiyah, which granted them the right to perform the pilgrimage the following year, and established a 10-year period of peace and cooperation between the two parties. This treaty was a turning point in the history of Islam, as it allowed Muhammad to spread his message to other tribes and regions, and gain more converts and allies. In 630 CE, the Meccans violated the treaty by attacking a tribe allied with the Muslims. Muhammad then marched to Mecca with 10,000 Muslims, and conquered the city without any bloodshed. He forgave his enemies, destroyed the idols in the Kaaba, and declared Mecca as the sacred city of Islam. He also performed the first pilgrimage, or Hajj, in the Islamic way, and delivered his farewell sermon, in which he summarized the main teachings of Islam and urged the Muslims to uphold them. Muhammad died in 632 CE, at the age of 63, in the arms of his beloved wife Aisha, after a brief illness. He was buried in his house in Medina, which is now part of the Prophet's Mosque, one of the holiest sites in Islam. He left behind a legacy of faith, wisdom, and compassion, and a community of believers who loved him more than themselves. He is regarded by Muslims as the best example of human conduct, the seal of the prophets, and the mercy to the worlds. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new about the life of Prophet Muhammad. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more videos on Islamic topics. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Peace be upon you.